audience. Hello, audience. I'm here to speak about my informative speech. My informative speech is on how to properly shoot a basketball and how to play man-to-man defense. In this speech, I will talk about the proper form of how to shoot a basketball, as well as what NBA greats and great shooters in the history use to be an effective shooter. And then I will talk about man-to-man defense and what makes an effective man-to-man defender. When it comes to shooting, there's a very basic formula you have to follow. It's called the B formula. It was invented by Dwayne Wade when he first came into the NBA. The B stands for balance. You always want to have balance when you're shooting so that you can elevate properly, shoulder width apart. The E is for eyes. You want to have your eyes on the rim at all times, knowing where you're shooting your target. The other E is for elbow, and you want to have your elbow in so that when you shoot, it can go straight up and in. And the F is for follow through. Every time you shoot, you want to shoot up and hold the follow through. That's an acronym that was discovered by Dwayne Wade, and he's a very effective shooter. Another person I want to talk about is a 59-year-old man named Frank Newman. He actually has made 209 three-pointers in a row before, and he accredits 100% of his shooting to muscle memory and practice. This also goes for greats like Larry Bird, Kevin Durant. If you speak to them, they all say, I'm in the gym all day shooting. It's all about muscle memory. Ray Allen, he hit a humongous three-pointer in the NBA Finals to give the Miami Heat a championship. And right after his interview, he just accredited it to knowing where he was on the floor, always having muscle memory, and just practice all day knowing how to shoot. So that's for shooting, how to be a proper shooter. If you follow those steps, then you can be an effective shooter. For man-to-man defense, there's a lot of things that you have to follow when it comes to man-to-man defense. You have to always stay low at all times. This way you can move your feet, you can stay in front of your defender, your offender. Another thing you always want to do is have your feet spread wide and good balance on the floor, so if your defender tries to go left or right, you can stay with him. Another thing you have to do is always stay between your man and the basket. This way, if you're between your man and the basket, you can know if he gets past you that you'll have help defenders behind you. That's another thing, help defense. When you're playing help defense, if your man gets past you, then you're always going to have defenders that are helping you to protect your man from scoring. Another effective man-to-man defense is always keeping your eyes on your offender's stomach, because this way, and their hips, because this way, when they're moving and they're doing head fakes and stuff, you can stay in front of them. So if you follow all those steps, then that's an effective man-to-man defender. Now I'd like to do a demonstration on how to play man-to-man defense. So if I can have 5 people from the audience, please. You're going to be on the ball playing defense. Justin, you're going to be in help defense. Drell, you're going to be also in help defense. And the basket is over here. So Penny, what you want to do is you always want to stay low. Spread your legs. Have your legs full apart. You want to have one hand up, protecting me, and then one hand reaching for the ball. So if I try to go left, you can reach and poke the ball away. Okay. If I try to go right, you can switch it and poke the ball away. If I'm head faking, that hand is to protect the pass. Right? Perfect. All right, now say if I get past you, this is where help defense is important. Drell will come and step up and protect me from getting to the basket, so that this way I have to get through 2 people to get to the basket. Same thing on the left side. Justin is a help side defender. If I go left, he's right there to help to protect the basket from anything. Another thing that I want to talk about is staying between your man and the basket. If you're playing defense, Kenny, and the basket's that way, you would never want to be on this side of me, because I can easily just cut to the basket and get a layup. And you never want to be on this side of me, because I could go right past you and go anywhere. Also, the last thing when it comes to defense is when you're passing the ball, your defenders always want to stay between the passer and the man with the ball, so that if I pass it to him, he could easily defend it with that hand and intercept the pass. So yeah, thank you for being my demonstration. So yeah, that's my informative speech on how to be an effective shooter. Once again, if you follow the beef acronym that Dwayne Wade invented, then you can easily become a great shooter. You have to remember to always have great balance. use your eyes to look at the basket, use your elbows, and have a good follow through, and you'll be a good, great shooter. And also, for an effective defender, if you use the demonstration that I showed you, thank you to my demonstrators, then you can always know where to be on the court when you're playing defense and how to be a great defender. So, yeah, that's my informative speech. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Show the audience, please. All right, here's my audience. Thank you.